Well, it looks like we're in now. Hello everyone, welcome back to ANZT Losers Finals. A huge match coming up with Chef versus Sire, and immediately looks like we've gone straight into what I believe is number 5. Just without any warning gone into this, and it looks like it's just warm-up, because this looks like V1. But yeah, it looks like it's just warm-ups rather than a normal fight. Well, at least it's certainly a speed warm-up. Chef vs. Sayo, 3 amplifiers this week. We've got Sayo running the Missing Piece, Trickster, and Cold Clear Eyes versus Chef's Specialist, Trickster, and JTB Freaks. Those of you who don't know what these amplifiers do, we'll go through them. We'll start with Cold Clear Eyes. The next map is played with the addition of Hidden, and you gain +3 to your final score. This has 2 uses and cannot be used on the hidden maps. +3%, that is. Your next one that we'll talk about is JTB Freaks. The next map is played with Relax and is scored by the highest combo. Play with V1, highest combo wins, and score V1 results are used for a draw. Trickster is one that both players have. After bans have been made, inform the referee in private of 2 maps from the no board and or hidden pool. For only the first map of these 2 selections, which is picked by the either player, you will play hidden maps with no mod, and your opponent will play no mod maps with hidden. Both players opted for this one, so that's going to be quite interesting. The Missing Piece, your next map pick can be from any previous week's map pool. The corresponding map slot must be unbanned, unpicked, and using this will mark that slot as being picked. And the last info we need to talk about is Specialist. After bans have been made, pick a mod pool from Hidden, Hard Rock, or DT to gain 10% score on all maps in that pool, I'm pretty sure. It's just a passive ability. Score mod only applies to V2. So immediately it's been actually a very long bracket, which with I think both players holding through winners for quite a while. It looks actually that might not be the case. It looks like both players seemed to wait, no, they were both there for a long time before it was Rox who knocked down Sayo and a Secret Box who knocked down Chef. Current winners finalist and guaranteed top 2 from Secret Box. Both players have managed to claw their way into losers finals here. Looks like we're about halfway through the warm-up now. This should give people enough time to get into stream. About the players themselves, I'm not particularly sure about their skill sets, but I'd imagine just judging from Trickster, both probably are going to be stronger on no mod rather than hidden. Also, hi Beat, welcome.
Alright, how you guys doing?
Pretty good, how are you doing yourself?
Oh, doing alright. Just had a nice, tasty, very tasty dinner. It's very good.
Oh, nice. What'd you have?
Barbecue.
Oh, nice.
Got some very good salad, chips, kebab.
Nice, well, we're just in warm-ups at the moment, so
Very good.
haven't missed anything in particular.
Excellent. Man, Chef is actually on track for it. Is he on track for an FC?
I think he might have broken earlier, if I recall.
Oh, he's popping off. That's for
Yeah,
certain.
still a very good score on a speed hell map like this.
A few more things up. I'm here because I got things set up last minute.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I got things set up a little bit last minute, so I'm just trying to get things all organized.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
looks like we're gonna be moving into closing out towards the end of the warm-up. Chef's still holding combo. Actually shaking a bit. Maybe he is on track for an FC.
Ooh, very nice.
Even though this is just an insane run. Still holding combo despite what looked like a bit of finger lock there. Dropping some hack. Dio clearly having the time of his life on this map.
Ah, yes. He's going for that 33.33%. Oh,
Look at this, it's Chef Shake. Holy shit.
he's only 1 digit off.
Oh, and that's the break, unfortunately. Huge play from Chef. And I think he must have been FCing up until... No, he wasn't. But still, insane score from Chef.
Hey man, Chef is just starting this off in style.
I know, and we haven't even moved on to like the actual maps yet. This is still in a warm-up.
Speaking of which, there's been a couple of changes going into this Grand Finals week. I don't know if you covered it yet, but
You mean in the amplifiers? Because I know there were 2 amplifiers that underwent changes. I don't know how recent those changes were.
So I know. I mean, look. I thought the second one was, but the first one was definitely Trickster, which is going to be playing a very big role in this match. As
Yeah,
both players
Trickster
have-
and Specialist were the 2 updated ones.
Ah, yes.
So Trickster is now, after bans have been made, informed the referee in private of 2 maps from the no mod and or hidden pool for only the first map of these 2 selections, which is picked by either player.
Yep.
You will play hidden maps with no mod and your opponent will play no mod maps with hidden. So only the first one from now, rather than both.
Yeah.
Which is a solid nerf to Trickster considering how powerful it was before.
And that actually plays a really big role in this matchup, as both players have Trickster enabled.
Yeah, which I'm not sure how that will work. I'm going to assume that it's going to be the first map from each player's choices will be affected.
Yeah, I suspect it is the first map that they. I don't know. Man, this mod's confusing.
Yeah, it's
Because
nice
if they both
confusing.
because if they both pick the same map, how does that work? I guess who picks it first?
I guess, well, since it only would affect the other player, I guess they're both affected by the debuff or buff. Like, say if they both affected Hidden 2 with Trickster, then once it's picked, they would both play it with normal.
That'd be a little bit trippy, but I guess that checks out.
Yeah, so in a way, those 2 balance themselves out. And then you have GTV Freaks, which is just going to be we'll probably have a Relax thrown in somewhere here. It's going to be completely combo gaming with Relax.
Dio has
Clear Eyes, which means that we're going to have Hidden coming out from Sayo for one of the maps.
And that's going to benefit Sayo quite a bit. He did do very well on a good number of hidden maps in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, very strong hidden player as well. But Chef really showing it with his mechanics even just in the warm-up. And then Specialist is the other updated one which Chef is running, which is, after bans have been made, pick a mod pool from Hidden, Hard Up, or DT to gain 10% score on, or I'm assuming just between all the maps in that mod pool. And score modification only applies to V2 maps. I'm not sure what it was beforehand.
There was a 2% penalty to every other mod category. So that
is
got
that
slightly
removed
up.
now?
So that penalty's been removed.
Yeah, I'm going through and looking at the amplifier clarity, and it looks like that was the old version, so yeah.
Yes, because the amplifier clarity never gets updated until last minute.
Yeah,
Dum-dum.
it's worth noting that whichever mod set Chef... Oh, actually, yeah, no, whichever mod set Chef opts for Specialist, playing Relax in that mod set is not going to be a good play, since that would remove the 10% score bonus.
Yep. And of course, Sayo does have the missing piece, of which he can dig into any map from the last 8-9 weeks, and as long as it just corresponds with the correct slot.
For all we know, we could go all the way back and start seeing some stuff from back in round of 64.
So, and yeah, also another thing between the 2 players, they each have 3 modifiers compared to 2, and unlike every other round in the tournament, these players were able to choose what they liked. So they're playing with what they believe will work best to their strategies, and will it make a difference in allowing someone to ascend to the grand finals, or will it cost them the tournament? We will see. So
could honestly swing either way, considering we have two very strong players who managed to get very far in winners, get knocked down at the same time, and then meet in losers.
Yeah, so here we go. We're going to get into the rolls, and Chef rolled a 31, which isn't the strongest roll in the world, but Sayo absolutely bombed it with a 6.
Yeah, actually, Chef got knocked down from playing against a secret box last week, losing 8-1, whereas Sayo won against Drox 7-5 to get into the losers finals. So they haven't played against each other yet this tournament. It's going to be a very close match regardless.
Especially with a lot of amplifiers, best of 13. Ooh, it's about everything you can ask for in the grand finals, or the preliminary grand finals, small finals, whatever you like to call it, the third place playoff.
Yeah, also a very interesting map pool. To mention, like, there are several maps in the map pool that are just very different to normal standards. Normal ones are only 2 minutes long. For the consistency pick, that's definitely a bit of an outlier.
Classic Asayomi.
Yeah.
Only being 2 minutes long.
Other notable things are the easy one map is 6.5 stars, so that's a huge difficulty spike from previous weeks.
6.5 stars easy.
Or is it 6.5 stars and then easy's added onto it and just, yeah, it doesn't show up on the sheet?
No. I'm pretty sure that's after easy is, like, I'm pretty sure that 6.5 is after easy is put into effect.
Really?
I think so. If that's the case, that's sounds kind of sus.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll look at the map really quickly. Okay, no, it looks like it was 6.5 normal, and then easy's added on afterwards. So probably more like a 6-star?
Still. A 6-star easy map.
Yeah, still
Those
very
two things do not compute.
Yeah, and it seems more like a streamy techie kind of map.
Yeah, very, very confusing. Anyways, getting into the bans, Sia has banned first, and will be banning No Mod 6. Your disposal. More like that map's getting disposed out of this match.
Looks like the finger control pick of the pool, ranging from 140 to 230 BPM. Also 4 minutes long.
Yeah, that's been removed from the pool. And along with that, Chef has banned No Mod 5.
Very interesting ban, considering their performance on mechanics just earlier. Because I'm assuming that No Mod 5 is a speed map. Oh, it's not, never mind. No Mod 5 is 150 BPM.
Yeah, so, 150 BPM speed map, let's go.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Unless we're being double faked by a bad show.
Oh no, yeah, I just went and listened to it. Yeah, no, that's the finger control one. Your disposal must be speed. That would also make sense. And Odor banned by, I believe, Sire. Hard Rock 2, the ult pick, if I recall. Because everything is swapped around a little weirdly in this pool.
And Chef has wrapped up the bans with Hidden 3.
Hidden 3. This is I don't know how to say that word.
Sazaya.
There's a G in there. But yeah. Yeah, no, 4-minute tech map probably actually is the longest hidden map out of the 4. I think here we start moving into amplifiers coming into play, because I think we have to talk about specialists next.
No, Sire's been banning first. I believe Sire would be placing Tricksters.
That is true. We'll have to go through Trickster placements and specialists before we can start the match.
Yeah. So now both players will be... I suspect Trickster is being applied first.
Yeah, that does sound about right.
I don't think it really matters in the grand scheme of things, but still.
Yeah, in the meantime, we can continue talking about some of the maps in the rest of the pool that are just Very interesting choice to say the least. So, No More 4 is What the Cat.
What the cat?
What the Cat?
That's a song title.
It really is. We also have a Hollow Wings Hard Rock 3. And
Pandemonium's Hard Rock 4.
yeah,
That one's going to be a
very
chaotic.
map.
Yeah.
Bison Charge Hidden 4 is worth noting. 240 BPM.
Yeah, that would be speed.
Yeah, speed, but I also remember Bison Charge having quite a lot of jumps as well. Among the speed. So it's very much like a No Mod 5, but with hidden, and a bit shorter than some of the other ones you see. Aside from that, nothing particularly notable. Maybe Hidden 2, a 6.2 AR8 hidden map.
Well, there we go. Chef and Sayo have put in their tricks to traps in. Although Chef hasn't declared the specialist mod yet.
I think we need to do that first. So if we can get Unicorn on that would be great.
Oh, the man is listening to us. He's picked Hidden. Excellent. Wait a minute. Hang on. Chef picked Hidden as specialist, yet he banned Hidden 3. What?
I guess he must be most comfortable on the other 3 hidden maps.
Huh.
And so, but even still, if Chef wanted to play Hidden for specialist, I would not have banned Hidden 3 since you would still have an advantage there. I would have probably banned one of, I guess since Sayo banned a Hard Rock, probably aimed to ban a DT, or maybe if the tech was the issue, ban No Mod 4.
I would have expected him to be specialist on double time, but
yeah, DT is also the thing. Being specialist on DT, maybe Jeff is just that confident in his DT ability. He thinks he can win without it, and he just wants to maybe give him a bit of a comeback chance on Hidden, which Sayo's picked.
Well, Sayo has picked double time too, but not from this pool. We're going back to the round of 16.
Allegro.
I don't remember this.
Allegro is CS 3.8. It's a 267 BPM map, 10.2 AR. OD 9.78. It's from memory, speed and finger control. It's a 6.83 star. Probably one of the hardest maps back in round of 16.
And is quite chunky in terms of its playtime. It is 3 minutes and 15 seconds in length. So, Sayo...
I believe that's without double time though.
Oh, never mind. I take that back.
According to Sheet, its drain is only 2 minutes and 14, but even still, definitely considering it's 267 and like very finger control heavy, it's still going to be a big stamina drain.
Wait, Chef doesn't know what missing piece means. Oh no, he's just joking. I was like, bruh. Nah, that's all good.
Well, this also knocks out DT2 from the map selection choice for Chef, which is, according to Sheet, 23 seconds. I just don't know if that's true. No, it is 23 seconds. Okay.
So, here we go.
Guess knocking out the DT gimmick map. Here we go.
By replacing it with double time 2 for the round of 16. Should still be quite challenging for both players, in particular with Chef. But I think what is more challenging than that is for the Banshee to count numbers. As Chef is leading with 30 points. That is the smallest lead we've ever seen in the history of it.
30-0.
Oh my god.
Huge difference coming out right now.
Oh my god, it is neck and neck.
Oh my god, it really is.
I can't believe this. Chef somehow missing, but still it is 0 points.
To 0, incredible.
Absolutely.
In all seriousness, though, both Chef and Sayo have broken now. A bit of a combo reset going on, but Sayo has a 50k lead. You can tell that this was a planned pick from ever since he chose to go with the missing piece.
Sayo trying to use the amplifier to its full effect.
Yeah, also getting rid of the 20-second DT2, so...
Wait, what?
Yeah, Grand Finals DT2 is 20 seconds long. Thought that was worth noting.
None of the... Okay. Sure. I didn't read through the... I didn't see the map time on that song. I was like, oh yeah, this is just gonna be double time.
Yeah, so simultaneously picked a map that plays into his strengths while also getting rid of a gimmick map from the DT pool that Chef would probably favors more.
Well, let's see. The song is about to come to an end. Chef does have an advantage on combo, albeit it is very incremental.
Yeah, any break here could probably be the deciding factor of the match, but if they both hold, it looks like it's going to lead into Sayo's favor.
Yeah, Sayo has enough of a combo to compete. And despite Chef's efforts, Sayo
Still 0-0.
Yeah, he will walk away in the first ever tie of the tournament. Give it a round of applause.
Sayo gains a point in the first ever tie. Huge. But no, S rank coming out from Sayo. Definitely a planned pick from the beginning. And a great way to start off his first point.
Oh, man. Classic troll. That is the client. You know what? We have all these patch notes for these modifiers throughout the whole tournament, but we never had a patch note for this client.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, bro.
Yeah, it's only just hit 7. It's only just hit first to 7 now rather than first to 5. Worth mentioning.
Good.
Anyway, Sayo taking the first point.
And it looks like No Mod 3 is going to be selected first by Chef.
No Mod 3. This is 4 minutes long. I believe the longest remaining, in fact, the longest map aside from Tiebreaker. It's going to be 7.15 stars, 140 to 165, mainly centering around 151 BPM. AR 9.7, worth noting. But otherwise looks like a fairly standard alt map.
Wow. Chef having to make a grand sacrifice to get this map into the match.
That's true.
But can he get into the one and only very first point on the board?
Yeah, and another thing to note is that neither players looks like... Oh, wait, no, it appears Chef has trickstered this. Which means that Sayo should be playing this with Hidden.
Ooh, okay, so that's going to use Chef's Trickster map. Choice.
But it could also be...
Uh-oh, Unicorn's now confused, because they both trickstered this.
Oh, well, looks like, does that mean... I think that means both players play with Hidden. That's my assumption.
How is it that we've gone through this many matches
because
and we
only affects one player. If they both Trickster, it would just, affect both players. So I think they both play Hidden in this.
But hang on a minute. Does that mean that they both use their Trickster modifier as well?
I believe so. Yeah, and Trickster has gone from both. So now they have to play the 7-star alt map with Hidden for 4 minutes.
Ah, yes. I think that actually works into Sayo's favor.
Yeah, I think this does work into Sayo's favor a little bit, but it's also worth noting that the high AR means it's not particularly dense as far as the map go.
Yeah, because now they both have used... Yeah, because now they both have used Trickster, and Trickster should now be gone for the rest of the match. Yeah,
the new nerf should have definitely meant that now we're just down to only, I think, one active... one modifier for each player, being able to be activated, which I think is Cold Clear Eyes for Sayo and JTB Freaks for Chef.
What about the missing piece? Can't Sayo use the missing piece again?
Is missing piece able to be used twice?
If I remember correctly, it's 2 uses.
I will double check that. The missing piece can be used twice. So does have another missing piece choice.
Correct.
Unironically, I think a good choice for Sayo might be picking something like Hard Rock 2 from Round of 32, the CS0 map. If like he's not feeling amazing on Hard Rock. But aside from that, we're now moving into No Mod 3 with Hidden. Sayo really showing up with accuracy at the moment.
Yeah, but both players are off to a very good start. And as the song picks up in speed...
Honestly, an exceptional start.
Yeah, but this is a very long battle that faces them ahead here.
Yeah, for the first time in this match, not a draw according to the bottom. Blind is fully up and running now.
Ah, yes. Oh, hang on a minute. The client got a new update. We can actually see the score difference at the bottom now. Ah, that's very neat. Nice. Now we can only look at one number instead of two.
Okay.
That is actually an underrated feature. We need to make.
Sorry, yeah, really cool update. I think Chef just got slow slided there. Well, regardless, both players have broken combo by this point, so
yeah, that's gonna
not too much of an effect. Sayo seems to be the one building up first, and Chef breaks again. That's gonna give Sayo time to build up a lead if he doesn't break immediately.
Yeah, and Sayo's gaining about 100 points a note, and is a very handy feature we get to now see firsthand, as we can actually
building
watch
up the
the
lead
score
to about 35k now.
Yeah, we get to watch it grow in real time.
Incredible buff to the client more than anything.
Oh, but
Sayo breaking and Chef still holding on to that ending part of the combo.
Oh, hang on a minute. He's going to win that back now.
As long as Chef doesn't get shafted by a 1-star section again, then he should actually have a really solid chance.
Well, let's see how things go. Chef does have his work cut out for him.
Chef is holding combo pretty well. The score difference is dissipating quickly as Sayo breaks again.
Yeah, it
Only
is.
a 20k lead now. 1/3 of the map left.
Yeah, it is dissipating really fast now.
Both players looks like shaking just a little bit.
But can Chef keep this alive despite getting... Well, actually, hang on a minute. If both players tricksed this, that means both players had practices on Hidden. To some degree.
I think it means... No, how Trickster works is it forces the other
Oh, yeah,
player
you're
to
right.
play with Hidden.
You're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
So they both didn't actually expect this. But Chef might be able to pull away
Chef
with
holding still. Oh, and there's the break, but it's only a 5k difference now. There really is. Oh, not after that, maybe. Or maybe there is, yeah, because this map is completely and horrendously difficult. Only a 10k difference. Both players breaking full combo reset. Only 5k points difference.
It's going to come down to who can hold the consistency, who can dodge the chain misses the most.
Both players building up combo at the exact same time. Sayo breaking. It's gone over to Chef.
Chef has taken the lead, and he's going to try and run with it.
He's holding by 10k. Sayo chain missing quite a lot now.
And he has a 20,000 point advantage going to the very end here.
Chef breaks. Sayo's starting to build up combo again.
Oh my lands.
Both players, it seems like, just keep breaking over and over and over.
Yeah, both players are not consistent, but here we go. We're at the end of the map. There's thousands of points on the line for a miss. And
it looks like it's going to go to Chef, barely, with 22k different. Oh, never mind, 28, I can't count.
Oof.
But definitely very strong scores from both players. The misses near the end really got Sayo.
Yeah, Chef took a trip down to Azerbaijan and managed to get a point
for
his efforts.
That ending is really tough with Hidden. Holy.
All right. So, yeah,
Oh,
expect
according to Chef, the slow slider was because of Chef's rapid trigger.
rapid
Uh,
trigger.
he so when his finger moved up slightly, it let go because it just
Oh,
lets go as soon as it moves up, or like it registers the input as soon as it moves up or down, rather than being like a point we have to move past.
what? Okay,
So
yeah,
basically wooting.
got it. So here we go. We're just getting all the bands back in.
So Chef got keyboard diffed on a slow slider, pretty much. And we're going on to second bands. We've got Sayo band. Oh, never mind. We're just going through them again.
Second bands.
Second bands.
What is this? This isn't like Catch World Cup where after you're down 4 points you get a second ban. Get out of here with that second ban bull.
Alright, now that the client is fully set up again, we can move into Sayo's next pick. Trickster is completely gone now. We still have one missing piece from Sayo to play.
Here we go. It's Song of the Ancients. Wait, isn't this a Nier Automata? No, isn't it?
Nier Song of the Ancients.
It sounds like it.
I haven't played through the game, so don't trust me for that one.
Reminds me of it, that's for certain.
Well, it does have Nier in the title, so I would not be surprised either if it was from Nier Automata.
I think it might be a remix of it, from the sounds of it.
That's also well possible.
But here we go. Sayo is going to be playing this with Cold Clear Eyes.
Cold Clear Eyes, which I believe has 2 times you can activate it, if I recall. Yeah, the next map is played with the addition of Hidden, and you gain plus 30% to your final score.
Plus 30%?
Sorry, 3.
Jesus, plus 30%. I was like, well, this ain't gonna be a content. Yeah, it's a wrap, boys. Huge.
Looks like, I'm not sure, does this apply to both players or just the player who activates Cold Clear Eyes?
Check the updated clarity list.
I am on my way. Cold Clear Eyes. Both players are forced to use Hidden, and only the person who activates the amplifier gets the 3%.
Ah, there we go. So we're going to be seeing a DT Hidden map, boys and girls.
I love me some Hidden double time.
Ah, yes. And of course, keep in mind that this is now the second map in a row that Chef is playing Hidden, but doesn't get a Hidden buff because they're not on Hidden maps.
That's true.
That is actually sad.
That is the most unfortunate thing I've ever seen.
I've seen worse.
Yeah. This looks like it's going to be the stamina map. 210 BPM, maxes out at 234. 3 minutes 24 seconds and 7.59. Very difficult map.
Sayo has picked up an early miss. It's going to be a rough start.
Looks both very stamina heavy and finger control heavy. Also some awkward aim for some of these patterns. Chef holding combo well, but Sayo definitely having an act advantage. But in the end, it seems like it's not even mattering at this point.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Sayo does have those cold, clear eyes, and that's going to help bring back some points when he needs it the most.
That 3% may be minimal, but sometimes it really is just the last little bit you need. Sayo's starting to build up combo. Oh, never mind. I love speaking.
Yes, we love speaking.
Both players broken now. Looks like Chef is holding a 30k point lead, but that's more equatable to probably more like a 20k point with Cold Clear Eyes being in play.
No, so at the bottom, Cold Clear Eyes is activated.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. You can look at the top at the bottom how there's a desync in the points.
Yeah, I do see what you're saying. You are
Excellent.
right, I think.
Big brain.
Maybe.
No, trust me. Sources trust me, bro.
Okay.
But
Then I will trust.
Sayo can't trust himself to get some good combo. As the map is doing everything it can to throw him off course. And it's causing him to have some
definitely having the ACK advantage, but just needs to start building up some combo. Oh, and here we go. An opportunity has presented itself.
Going to the last third of the song, he has just taken over the lead. Oh, but they both reset at 5,000 notes apart. What is this? Wait, it's not active on the bottom?
Yeah, so I was saying, I don't think it is active on the bottom. It doesn't look like... We'll see if there's a break during this map where we can actually check that. But
Oh, wait. Okay, well, let's do quick math, right? At 250,000
Sayo's
points...
still winning.
Oh, doesn't matter right now. Sayo's... We don't even have to calculate. Sayo's just winning.
Yeah, regardless of the cold clear eyes buff, Sayo is still holding this.
Yeah, and I don't see Chef pulling back 40,000 points unless Sayo hits the
the
chain
ACK
miss.
difference is just too large, regardless of combo.
No. It's Sayo could pick up some chain misses here, and he's already dropped over half of his lead.
But even still, still holding an A rank from Sayo, where Chef is only having 91 around now.
Yeah, but there's no time left.
Yeah, we're reaching just the end of the map. It looks like Sayo's gonna hold out with this lead. And even if it does diminish just at the end here, he still has cold clear eyes that we haven't even accounted for. And that's gonna be another point for Sayo.
Well, even then, 3% would be, what, 9,000 points? So, yeah, Sayo would have been pretty fine. Although I'm going to add this song to my to listen list. Because it sounds like a banger.
Yep, according to streamer, AMP does not work.
Go.
Moving into Chef's pick now.
Alright, so... Chef is getting...
Chef in losers finals hitting us with the tournaments are so dogshit, bro.
Gentleman's agreement that I get that point. Oh, that's a good meme. Ouch. The plot writing is real, especially between two ancient and battle-hardened players who have gone through a very...
Yeah, it is worth noting that Chef had 623 max combo, while Sayo had 338, and Sayo still won.
Oof.
That's unfortunate for Chef. Truly got V2'd.
Oh well. Looks like Chef will be selecting No Mod 2. Hyujin Shoujo.
No Mod 2, a classic Dematori map.
Who's Dematori?
The person who makes all the No Mod 2 songs.
Ah. I see.
Incredible. Anyway, moving forward.
Checks out.
Checks.
I'm not cultured enough. I apologize.
Don't worry. If you ever play a tournament, you'll see his name pop up here or there.
That's fair. Although I don't think I'm at a high enough level to be finding a Dematori map in a tournament, but fair.
Nah, I have faith. Anyway, moving forward, we're moving on to No Mod 2. 7-star map, I believe. Let me pull it up again. Yep, 7.31, 3 minutes long, 200 BPM. It's a stream map. There's not much more to say.
Enough said.
Yeah, it's mapped by Winter, so it's a stream map. There's really not much to say. It's not particularly unique as far as I'm aware.
Next minute, the aims of the streams are going to be in the complete, the complete wrong direction.
Yeah, I can't wait for this to turn into tech.
Yeah. Although, it looks kind of okay for now.
And there's definitely a more dominant player out of these two just from the beginning. Looks like Sayo seems to be weaker on this kind of map. Misaiming fairly early on.
Yeah, it can be a little bit even though the directions and travel isn't confusing, there are little nuances here and there that try and throw you off guard. Sayo's tripped up at the start, but has...
Ooh, they managed to hold combo, but even still, that act drop is going to hurt.
Yeah.
Chef holding double Sayo's score right now, even though their combos are only 100 apart.
Yeah, Chef in a very dicey position to try and push ahead with a very strong performance.
Yeah, 77k point difference right now, this early on.
Yeah.
Players holding combo through that section.
Yeah, Saya's definitely found his rhythm again. But it is up to Chef to start picking up some L's in order for Saya to pull away with this point. Or at least pull back at the 100,000 point difference.
Is hitting that space spot right there.
Wow.
Still anyone's game depending on who misses first.
Yeah, this has gotten incredibly risky for both players. As their counterparts,
the stamina drain.
As their counterparts present a very chunky 4-digit combo, ready to take the points.
They're dropping a little more accurate, still holding combo. It's still anyone's game right now.
Yeah. But Sayo has always been, at least ever since the start of the map, he's always been behind. He cannot afford things to get close.
Yeah, no, he's really looking for Chef to break right now to get this break point. It looks like Chef is just going to clean out this map. Definitely, no wonder why he picked it, you know? Like,
imagine picking maps that you win on.
I know, like, what a crazy, like,
novel concept
decision.
But no, we're happy to see that Chef is actually on track for that full combo. And we're at 99.2, which is just a neat little icing on the cake.
Yeah, very strong performance from Chef.
Yeah, Saya dropping the ball there. Oh, and come on!
It.
We pushed it. We lifted him up too hard.
Yeah, but it's what happens. Both players had a very strong performance. Just one player happened to be a bit stronger than the other.
Dang it.
Which makes sense considering it was Chef's pick. This was a map that he was favored to win from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, Saya did very well given the circumstances. I mean, he had a very shocking first 20 to 30 seconds, but then managed to find his ground.
Yeah.
Was that a return to normalcy, or did he pop off, as some people may be suggesting?
I think it's a bit of both, honestly. Very strong player to begin with, but also a bit of a pop-off.
Yeah.
Like that, it's a tough map regardless.
But look, Saya's not going to push himself too hard about that. You know, it wasn't his pick. Outside of the beginning, he didn't... because he missed in the beginning and Chef never gave him a chance to recover, it wasn't like Saya was going to make a comeback. But still, a very formidable effort regardless.
Like from here, it's going to move back into Sayo's pick. Still one use of Missing Piece and one use of Cold Clear Eyes on the table.
Oh no, Missing Piece has just been used. We are not going to be seeing Bison Charge.
From last week. No Bison Charge.
Nope.
Rest in peace.
Instead, he banned Hidden 3.
Instead, we're going to see the decisive battle A 236 BPM, very dense map with some overlaps.
Wait a minute. Doesn't this work out to Chef's... Oh no, well, okay. So he wanted to ban Hidden 4. His opponent just used Hidden 4 but last week, so technically he's not playing Hidden 4.
I mean, yeah, wouldn't complain. Regardless,
Oh,
we do a 3-minute 41-second map, 234 BPM.
Then why did you pick Hid? Oh my god, he deleted the map. Oh man.
Oh man.
All the... Yeah, Sayo... absolutely happy to hear that the man literally deleted this map from his computer. Both from the mind and from the console.
Yeah. Hot take, I think Sayo might be slightly advantaged on this map from that.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Oh well, let's see how it goes.
Right, looks like we are going to move into next map. The Decisive Battle. Awfully fitting name for the tournament.
But this is
And
not the
match name
decisive...
as well.
But this is not a decisive pick. Also,
No.
what are these scores doing? Oh man, look at Chef. He's having a 200,000 point lead in the start.
Huge.
Absolutely huge.
Oh, it's all tied up.
Oh my god. What a tie. Okay, it's 100 notes. We can stop joking about it.
Yeah.
It was funny the first time. Oh, but Chef...
Oh, Chef early break, and also a big accolade for Sai. You can tell one of them remembered to play this map, and the other deleted it from their computer.
Oh, man. Oh, but Saya has missed.
Also worth noting that Chef has Specialist on this.
Wait.
So he does have a 10% score increase.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, very weird, but it seems like it's not even having an effect at the moment, just with how dominant Sayo is being right now.
Yeah, but it is still early days. It is only a quarter of the way in. There is certainly many thousands of notes to go. And many thousand more points to be had.
Yeah, but regardless of that fact, Sayo is holding about a 50k lead right now. Also a slight combo advantage.
Yeah, both players are actually struggling to get massive combos rolling.
Yeah, it seems like really it's just coming down to the fact that Sayo has a much stronger act right now.
Yeah. But let's see, if Chef can get a couple, couple thousands of points, he can close this up real fast.
Yeah, and it's also worth noting that with Specialist, it's much easier to close up than it otherwise would be.
Yeah, because keep in mind, Chef has a 15,000 point advantage, and that is climbing. So if you think about it from that perspective, really Chef is only 25,000 points behind, and that is dropping really rapidly now as Chef is getting a 300 combo. Oh, yeah, Chef is taking over the lead.
At that point, yeah, Chef is basically neck and neck, if not in the lead right now.
And he only has a third of the map to go.
Sayo really needs to start picking up from here.
Oh, man. It doesn't even... Okay, Chef has just dropped the full... has dropped that combo.
Sayo's starting to build up combo as well now, but he also has to overcome this, 25,000 point advantage.
Oh, no, that's easy to done. He's just did it.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's fully done yet. It's certainly... Oh, now it's getting very close.
Yeah, he's done it. It's 30,000 point difference now. So Saya should be back in the lead.
Yeah, it looks like honestly, it looks like Sayo is gonna take this map with not very much left. But it's still like very close. So one break could really solidify it. Oh shit! Both players
man.
breaking.
Oh, but Chef had to hold there. Chef only got 30,000 points. So he's still 20,000 short.
Yeah, it's just not quite enough to push back.
Oh, man. Not. Saya will take
Saya
the point.
manages to pull through. Despite the specialist being in the favor of Chef.
Ouch. That was very close.
Very close map for only the 5th map in. Still no breakpoints as of yet. Moving into Chef's pick now.
Okay.
Client getting reset for another time. Because I think Specialist is completely breaking the client's calculations in every way, shape, and form.
Maybe that's what it is.
It could be that. Also seems like going to Fairy Brothers not finding the map, but could be anything. It seems like the 2 times it's broken more have been on the 2 the missing piece maps. Which could also have an impact.
Alright, so...
Chef tried to pick the DT2, the 22nd map, with Relax. Unfortunately, it's already been played just from a previous map pool, so...
Jeez.
Whoopsies indeed. Gonna be moving more into a
Hidden
different...
4.
Hidden... that's... Wait.
Wait. Wasn't that also banned?
Chef.
Okay.
Chef?
Chef. Hidden 4's already picked.
Chef. That was literally the last map you played.
Chef.
Chef.
You keep forgetting because of these stupid amplifiers. Oh, man. We're not laughing at you, Chef. We're laughing with you.
Oh,
These
no.
amplifiers are crazy, man.
Oh my god, this whole tournament is absolutely wild.
We do a little trolling.
We do a little trolling indeed.
Alright, but it looks like Chef's determined to actually use his JTB Freaks map amplifier.
Yeah, I think he's also determined to pick a map.
That too. He's trying.
Yeah.
He will get there. He's just writing down what hasn't been picked. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So, if Chef's listening, which I don't think he is. No, yeah, go ahead. You can do it.
Sure. We've got No Mod 1, No Mod 4, Hidden 1, Hidden 2, Hard Rock 1, Hard Rock 3, Hard Rock 4, DT1, DT2, sorry, no, DT1, DT4, and Easy, still on the table. I don't know if any of these players are particularly proficient in Easy.
Good question. But what the cat has been picked?
We're going into the Meow map.
Is there a lot of meow sound effects?
Looks like probably not with JTB Freaks for this map, actually. Looks like it's just going to be a fully normal No Mod 4.
Alright, so, I feel like there's a lot of cat effects in this.
Yeah, quite a lot to say the least.
Jesus. Procrastination. Yasmin style. Okay. And the slider is off a cat.
Yep, we're off to an incredible start with the first slider. I can tell you love this map.
No. Although both players will be loving their early performances.
Yep. Neither player actually dropping any combo or even any slider ends yet. Like mostly intact. Actually, maybe Sayo dropping combo very early, or like a couple of slider ends. But I think it might have just been a combo drop considering how good Zach is.
Yeah, and I mean,
And that's gonna be a break for Sayo, unfortunately.
the cat slider was too much.
Yeah. Chef also breaking, those are only a 20k point difference. I don't know if it was just me, but I'm pretty sure that slider just did go off the screen earlier.
The slider can do that?
I know, I just didn't think they were gonna pull a slider and do that.
Huh.
Chef building up a bit of a combo lead.
Yeah, I mean, Chef, he's getting the combo lead, but his score is not justifying it. There's only a 10,000 point deficit.
Worth mentioning that the ACK lead is definitely in Cyro's favor as well. So despite the small combo lead, that ACK lead is also a big contributing factor. Any break here could honestly decide at this point. Only 1/3 left, and Cyro gets the shittest slider break I've seen in a while.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a rough day. Maybe he's not a cat person.
That's true.
You know.
I think if he was a cat girl, he probably would have FC'd this map.
That's not what I was thinking, but I guess that
I
also
still
works.
stand by my point.
Oh no!
What a lovely map.
Oh, these sliders are cursed. But what is not cursed is Chef's 1000 combo that's coming right up.
That's also true. With the 150k combo lead. Not point lead. I know what I'm talking about.
That's okay.
These sliders are doing something to me, man.
Well, they're doing something to the players, and that's causing them some misses.
That's true, but Chef's still knocking out a 500k on one of the maps of all time.
And they both got an S. They only picked up slider breaks.
Wow, what a lovely map.
What a fun map.
Yeah,
I had no one
Chef
ever.
saying it himself. What a fun map to play with Score V2.
Oh no.
And it appears Sire's dad walked in while playing What the Cat of all maps.
Oh. Came in and said, "Are you winning, son?" And the only thing he could hear in response is meow.
I know, what a travesty. Moving into Sire's pick, by the way.
Oh.
Starting to run a bit low on the number of maps that are still left available.
And running out of amplifiers too. I believe the missing piece has now been gone.
Yeah, missing piece is gone. Both Tricksters are gone. There's only 2 maps affected by specialists left. And 1 use of JTB Freaks and 1 use of Cold Clear Eyes left.
Yeah. And
I think the real Giga Chad play from Chef would be using JTB Freaks on the easy map.
Oh, that's funny. Oh well. And Okay, so where could Sayo go with this? Because the interesting thing is that while Sayo is more proficient at hidden, one thing that is to note is that Chef does have that 10% bonus.
So Sayo's gonna have to be very confident to pick a hidden map.
Yeah.
If anything, I think Chef using Specialist on hidden pretty much got rid of some of Sayo's picks.
It's a smart play.
That we really didn't consider when we were commentating this at the very start. Because I assumed it would be on DT as well, but the more we think about it, honestly, I think this is kind of working in Chef's favor.
Well, we actually don't know if it's working in Chef's favor because we haven't actually got the chance to see a proper hidden map getting played.
Yeah, our one hidden map has been last week.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the one that Chef deleted on.
Yeah, and
literally.
now we're going to move into DT1 with clear eyes.
Senya Ichia. Vortex.
7.44 stars, 260 BPM, it's a 10.33 map. There's not much to say, it's a DT1.
It's a DT1.
It is a DT1.
It wants to be a no mod 1, but it was kind of a bit too fast for that.
It wanted to be a no mod 1, but it was too easy, so they put double time on it.
Exactly, and they couldn't use the missing piece anymore, so yeah, they just had to put double time on that one.
Yeah. Well, here we are now. Senior EG of Vortex. 2 minutes 40 seconds. There's really not much to say. It's a DT1.
Oh, the clear eyes is in effect. So
yeah.
Saya will have the 3%?
Yeah, 3%. On a separate kind of note, considering it's ANZT10 Summer, and we literally have amplifiers. Some of the maps have been a bit weird throughout the pools. For all we know, this could also have some other elements that we don't know. It could also just be the most basic DT1 you've ever seen. I just haven't seen the map.
I haven't seen it either. But you know what I have seen? Is the amazing turnout that we've been getting.
That's true.
We do thank everybody for tuning into this match.
Yeah, good to see you guys here supporting both players in this very, honestly, fierce match between the two of them.
Oh, but Sayo is having a
I guess we're
struggle with the cursor.
Or Bancho hates video games.
You know what? I kind of think Bancho hates video games in this one.
Abort.
The mouse buttons were on. Wait, what?
Mouse buttons are on. Unfortunate.
How do you turn on mouse buttons?
I've done it before, where I've gone to check my friends list of messages, who's online with F9, and I fat fingered F10 at the same time.
Ah, yeah, that would explain it.
It does happen. It's rare, but it does happen.
Alright, well, here we go. Part 2.
Try this one again.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know who this chick is, so we can't make any good puns. But let's go.
There is an anime girl in the background. It's clearly just a normal DT1. Kind of fast as far as DT1s go, being 260.
Has to be.
Yeah, but at this point, at this level, I think it has to be. But nothing interesting about the map. It's a DT1. Chef has broken though already, so early combo lead going to Sayo's favor. Cold Clear Eyes not even needed. Literally playing hidden double time jump maps. They're actually farming right now.
Yep.
Or at least one of them is.
While Sayo is.
Yeah, Chef definitely not as comfortable as Sayo is on this map. Sayo definitely the more favored player. I mean, it is Sayo's pick after all, but Both players breaking now, actually. But that is, in fact, more than double Chef's score on Sayo's side, so... Unless Sayo throws a bit and Chef pulls an insane combo out of his ass, I feel like this is already just set in stone for who's winning this point.
Well, you know, we have seen more confusing storylines in this tournament.
That's true.
Chef's looking a little bit unstable, but he's holding it together for the time being.
Yeah, starting to build up a combo, actually.
And it is digging into Sayo's lead, slowly but steadily. Ooh, and both players know the pressure is on.
Yeah, especially on Chef right now. That's where the pressure really lies.
Yeah.
Trying to build up a 77k point deficit.
Sayo can't rest easy because that points is dwindling pretty fast.
Moving into the 60k range now, down to 50. Sayo breaking.
Here we go.
It's declining rapidly. Chef is actually pulling this back.
And he's pulling it back with some interest as he is going to take that lead. And he has
takes over in Chef's favor.
Alright. Can Chef bring home the win and cause the very first breakpoint in the match? No, wait, we still got the 3%. Oh, no, it doesn't matter about that 3%.
Yeah, I don't think the 3% is going to do much here.
Nope, it won't. 3% with what? 500,000? It's only 15,000 points, so no.
Yeah.
Chef will take the point. And that's the first breakpoint of the match, too.
First breakpoint in the favor of Chef. Moving on to Chef's pick now to try and hold the momentum.
Ooh. Very interesting development. So Sayo has used all of his amplifiers. Missing Piece, Trickster, and Cold Clear Eyes is gone. Chef still has Specialists on Hidden 1 and 2. And he still has JTB Freaks. And he's also up a breakpoint.
Yeah, and it's going into Chef's pick now. Chef definitely taking a bit of a advantageous position in this match. Just from that one map.
Wow, that was a good opportunity for Chef to win a point. Ooh.
Not many maps remaining, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if either player started leaning towards picking Hiddens. Just because of that Specialist buff.
That being said, Chef has had, what, 4 or 3 picks? He hasn't gone into it yet.
That's true. Ayasumi is still on the table for some fucking reason.
Will it continue to stay on the table for some fucking reason?
Yeah, neither player picking Hard Rock. Even though Sayo banned one of the Hard Rocks, Chef just is not picking it. And looks like instead we're going to do JTB Freaks DT4.
Ooh. Alright, so for those uninitiated, where have you been all tournament? JTB Freaks basically means that this map is going to be played with Relax. Because of reasons. In addition to that, there is no bonus combo. Players will just simply use their max combo to determine the winner. In the event of a tie in max combo, score V1 will be used to settle the draws.
Yeah. But that's assuming there's a tie in max combo, which is probably only going to happen with a double FC.
Next
but at that point, the score is going to be tied as well.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, also worth noting that this means that Sayo can't play DT4 normally after all of his DT dominance, pretty much, aside from DT1. So this is also a bit of a smart play from Chef, getting rid of the tapping aspect of the last DT map.
I guess. But, yeah, here we go. You know, Osa Standard typically gets joked about that it's a combo game, but this time it actually is a combo game. As Chef is using his amplifier.
It's a combo game at this point. Chef trying to hold the momentum.
That is true. He is trying to hold the momentum. It is, as you said, a very interesting decision that of all the maps remaining in the pool that Chef has gone with JTB Freaks, he has chosen to go with this one.
Yeah, which is a primarily tapping focused map, so it completely removes the main point of the map, to be honest. And at this point, this map is just RNG. So at least misaiming here is probably going to be one of the least of your worries. When playing normally, at least. Now it's become the biggest thing.
Imagine you did this on the 22nd map.
Oh my god.
That would have been funny. I'm sorry. I had imagine that, just double tying to JTB free to max combo when it was like no more than 150, 200 notes.
It should be worth noting that Chef tried to do that. Unfortunately, G2 was already a missing piece.
Ouch.
What if we both SS? Spinners.
Yes, but not really.
I mean, if they both SS, then it's gonna be settled by score. And since we're on V1, spinners do have an effect.
Yeah, I guess, but not on a 400,000, like, when it can go into the millions.
Oh, not the player has dropped combo yet.
Alright, here we go. We are starting the combo game.
The Chef breaking. Oh, never mind. Banter break. But
Yeah, Bancho doing a little trolling. What else is new? Oh, but he did pick up a break there.
nope.
Damn it, Bancho.
I love Bancho.
I love Bancho, and Bancho loves us.
We
But
adore Bancho.
He didn't love Saya, and that's why
Fire
he missed.
breaking up a break. I can't even tell. Yes, Sire picking up a break. Yes, Sire picking up a break.
Yeah. So Chef is now at 500 combo. Well, actually, he's about to reach 500 combo.
And we're halfway through the map. I think this is lost for Sire.
It actually might very well be. Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, no. Shit. Alright, well.
Yeah, no, it's lost. GG, boys.
What an awesome map.
Great.
I love JTV Freaks. Chef actually holding the FC here.
Well, look, it could be it could be you're already dead.
That's true.
Now that one is a meme worthy of
You're
time.
already dead on the 22nd map.
Now that would be the meme.
That would have been the ultimate play. So Chef, just my favorite relaxed play.
Wait,
in the
hang on a
world.
minute. Chef is almost going for that F. Oh no, he's playing relaxed. Yeah, of course. Never mind.
And also missed anyway. I love relaxed regardless.
Look at that, 99.91%. No, he didn't miss.
Oh yeah. I love Bancho.
I love Bancho.
Well,
Well,
that sure was relax. Queen, sorry, that's harder with relax than playing normally. A lot of me wants to believe that that's not the case.
well, yeah. I guess it's a bit weird, especially if you're not expecting it. So, yeah.
Regardless of that, Chef maintaining his lead. Back to Sayo's pick. And Sayo goes for easy one. Chef clearly happy about that.
Ah, yes. He's happy to have some playtime. Confused by this chat.
I think it's just about how Chef is halving their gamma to play easy.
Halving the gamma.
Yup. So basically, you know how turning off the gamma would enable you to read higher AR because you would have more time to react, since it would appear a bit earlier, rather than having to fade in? Basically the same thing, but in reverse for easy. So with low AR, it takes longer to fade in, and so it makes the low AR a bit more like normal to read rather than easy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, got it.
Yep. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Anyway, it seems like it's not having a huge impact regardless of if he's messing with his computer settings, because Sayo is just definitely advantaged on this map anyway.
Yeah, Sayo doing a fantastic job of surviving this playtime session.
Yeah, Sayo being a low AR player.
Coming into full effect over here.
There's honestly not much to say. I think Sayo just seems a lot more comfortable on this map than Chef does. Chef building up a little bit, and that's a misread. From both players, actually.
Yeah, Chef is, he's absolutely loving this map.
You can tell from his accuracy. I mean, I'm running out of things to say, you know? I meant to be commentating it all, but I don't have much to say. This is kind of just a burial.
It can't be a burial. If it was a burial, there would have been a disconnect by now.
That's
and
true.
I'm not talking from the player side.
That's also true. But even still, even if it's not a burial, so definitely putting the nail in the coffin with this map.
Oh well, so, you know, he definitely needed to pick a map that would allow him to just convert without too much of a threat.
Yeah, completely and utterly obliterating Chef's momentum.
Now, hopefully, for Chef's sake, Chef can steer the match into clearer waters by getting a 6 point.
But if not, looks like we're going to be going back to just a fully even match and probably moving into tiebreaker if Chef can't regain what he lost.
But of course, that's only if he loses the next pick.
Yeah. At this point, both players struggling to read the map.
Yeah, both players are struggling to read.
The cursors are genuinely doing completely different things at some points.
Just cursor dance on the easy. You got this.
Well, that was a map. Anyway, Sire picking up a 4th point, moving into Chef's pick now. Chef still has Specialist on the table, but all active abilities are now... All that's left is Specialist, and aside from that, it's just a normal match.
Alright, well... Let's just think for a moment. Chef could go with Hidden, but the man's been avoiding it. But then again, they also have been dodging Hard Rock like it's the plague.
Yeah, it looks like neither player wants to touch Hard Rock, even though it seems like Sire banned a Hard Rock. Chef just doesn't feel like it. At this point, unless they want to start finally touching Hard Rock, Chef's either going to lean into Sire's strength but with Chef's Specialist, or just play No Mod 1. Oh yes, I mean... It looks like we're going to Hard Rock 3, because Chef thought Sire had banned Hard Rock 3 when Sire banned Hard Rock 2. So we're going into a Hollow Wings Precision map.
Yep.
Nanatsu is in Sakura. This is about what you'd expect for a precision map. 7.08 stars, CS 6.5. It's a 2-minute map, 172 BPM. Not much to note, aside from Hollow Wings.
All right, this is a very tense moment. Players taking a well-deserved tactical timeout to relieve themselves before facing what could be a very contentious next couple of maps.
Yeah, it looks like both players taking their time to prepare to move back into what is now Hard Rock 3 pick.
Yep, Hard Rock 3.
There's not much else to say. I'm gonna do the same thing as Sire and quickly go and take a piss break.
Yep, you do that. I will keep the stream entertained.
Hell yeah, I have unwavering faith.
Yeah! Okay, he heard that one. I wonder if people actually do listen to other things that are going on while they're on their break. Like, you know when you like get up and you go do something and then you come back and sit down? Do you like, are you guys the type of people that like sits down and says, yes, I'm back straight away? Or you just like listen in for a good like 30 seconds before you get back? Like, I don't know where you guys sit on that kind of thing. Me, I just kind of come in, I'm like, yeah, I'm here, bro, what's up? But, oh my god. Bancho continuing to be a pain in the streamer's backside, to put it bluntly. But here we go, Chef not enjoying that first slider. But Sayo is not enjoying that accuracy. And as things kick off this very next map, we are going to see if Chef can get that 6 point on the board. But Sayo has picked up a miss. And a big one for that. And even more so as Chef explodes into the lead with a nice 100,000 score. And Sayo just looking to find some places that maybe he can get some points on. He has a small combo to work with, but slowly he will make that number grow. Oh, okay, they both had a combo reset, never mind. Sai is now in actually a really dire situation. But oh man. Yeah, keep in mind that this match has been a really fun back and forth. We've seen some very interesting amplifier effects on some very fantastic maps. And of course, it's a precursor to the finale that will be coming upon us very soon. And that is one that Chef will soon be able to get to experience firsthand should he win on the next 3 picks. And Saya is now on the last pick. He has to keep his tournament chances and his final chances alive.
It appears I have returned and the players have already alleviated themselves and played through Hard Rock 3.
Yeah, pretty much. And Saya is going to pick Pandanomian.
Pandemonium.
He's flipped the whole table.
Picking the techie Hard Rock 4.
Yeah, Saya has flipped the whole table on his head. He is going with the Pandemonium, looking to do whatever he can to get that 5th point.
And after this, we'll still have Chef's final pick before we move into tiebreaker.
Yeah. Reminder that No Mod 1 is still somehow in this pool.
I know, yeah, like no one's picked Oyasumi yet. Just, it's really, I feel like no one's really advantaged on it. It's just a 50-50 coin flip. Whoever feels like doing jumps more.
We'll pick it. And so far, the answer has been no one.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Can Pandemonium bring Sayo the 5th point?
Like some really awkward spacing on some of these jumps. Both players seem to be honestly fine on it though. Ooh. Some ruthless buzz sliders, one catching Chef off guard.
Yeah, Sayo flawlessly positioning the cursor exactly where he needed to handle that buzz slider. And that will give Sayo the early advantage on a very critical portion of the match.
Chef breaking the second time, Sayo's still holding.
Yeah, Sayo's called in the big guns.
Sayo's breaking, but even still, 100k point lead is massive on a map like this.
Yeah,
where breaking is so easy.
He's called in the big guns right when he needed it. And that should get him on track to be winning this map. But
especially with his 3% AC lead on top of his already substantial combo lead from earlier.
Yeah.
Both players with similar combo right now, but just the point lead is huge.
And Chef is not exactly in a position to worry. The man knows that if he doesn't win this, he still has another pick. And
yeah, Chef has no reason to worry in particular. Oh, and another break from Chef. Somehow Sayo hitting that slider, by the way. I just felt like mentioning that fact.
Oh my. Oh my.
Both players have been broken now, but Sayo is still bringing up another combo lead. And just even furthering his lead out.
Yeah, and he is blowing out to an absolute dominance on this pick. That's going to give Sayo a nice little pick-me-up as we go into Chef's very last pick.
Which could honestly be anything at this point.
It really could be. So, to break things down a little bit for those who are just tuning in last minute, look, a lot of people have been coming in because everyone wanted to see Secret Box take on the winner of this match already. But that was supposed to start half an hour ago. Lol. So, the players who are just tuning in now to watch this, Chef has a very tough decision to make. He can go with No Mod 1, Ayasumi, which has somehow made it through the entirety of this pool. At best untouched. He could go pick Hidden 1 or Hidden 2, where he's projected to be the weaker player, but he also has his Specialist Amplify, which gives him a 10% bonus to his score. But he's avoided it the entire match, despite knowing that he has that advantage. Or he could play Electric Love on Hard Rock 1.
Both players have shown their Hard Rock prowess already.
Yeah, no. It should... Yeah, no. It's No Mod 1.
Yeah, it's gotta be No Mod 1.
Yeah, no.
Finally picked Oyasumi.
He's picked No Mod 1. The man is based.
This is the make or break for either a tiebreaker or for fucking Chef going into Grands to play against a Secret Box again.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised he didn't go with No Mod 1. Sorry, with Hidden 1 or Hidden 2.
I think he's just a bit worried because Sayo is a very dominant hidden player where even with the specialist, like...
Wait, he MP3 swapped this with Break the Lull. What? I don't know what that word is. I can't read it. Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm uncultured. I don't know this. Oh!
oh,
Yeah. Okay.
cheat reel.
Cheat reel. Wait, what does cheat reel do? I don't know.
It's just a different song.
Ah, okay. Fair.
T-Paz song.
Oh, because there's the word cheat in it. That's why.
Yeah,
Got it.
I love Venture.
I love Venture when Venture loves us. But will we see a tiebreaker? That is what we will find out.
It's completely dependent on who hits the upcoming jumps, to be honest. Because we're just going through the very easy portion of the map, and I think there's one stream before the map starts picking up properly. Yep, there you go.
And here we go. Chef looking to try and win this. But Sayo is not going to let that happen. Oh my god, he missed. He was too short. Oh, this is bad.
It looks like that's going to be the nail in the coffin unless Chef pulls a choke out of his ass coming up soon.
Oh no, it's going to be Sayo instead.
That's unfortunate. Yeah,
Sayo's just missing the jump.
Misses. Chef's still holding an FC.
Oh man. The MP3 swap has not helped. Or if it has, it's not getting the results that he would have liked.
Chef is actually still FCing by this point. Here we go, the final drop.
Can Chef win this in style? Oh, okay, no, he can't.
Nope, he can't FC. Sayo's still holding combo here, though, worth noting. Never mind.
That's it.
Well,
that's going to be a wrap.
That sure is a no mode 1 moment. And Chef pulling out his 7th point. Not allowing the tiebreaker to happen, winning 7-5.
A very close call between the two players. Chef was kind of back and forth with Sayo on those amplifiers, but that one break point on, what was it, double time 4?
Yeah, on DT. Actually, no, that was just JTB Freaks. That one breakpoint on DT1.
Was it, yeah, double time 1. That made all of the difference. And then Chef just managed to convert it home by winning on his own picks.
Yeah, an incredible displaying from both players, though. Huge GGs to both of them. And Chef moving on to play against a Secret Box.
Yes, a Secret Box who not only has basically been able to see what Chef has got in mind, but has also almost managed to get to see Chef play Tiebreaker.
Yeah, and on top of all of that, has already beaten Chef in Winners Finals.